Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Ya Rabbi lakal hamdu kama yambaghi li jalali wajhika wa azimi sultanik. Allahumma rabbana lakal hamdu bima khalaqtana wa razaqtana wa hadaitana wa farrajta anna. Allahumma lakal hamdu bil Islam wa lakal hamdu bil Iman wa lakal hamdu bil Quran. Amma ba'd, fa'a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbana zidna ilma. Allahumma faqihna fid din. Allahumma hasibna hisaban yasira. Allahumma thabbitna indal mauti bila ilaha illallah. Amin ya rabbal alamin. Rabbi yassir wa la tuassir wa tamim bil khair. Allahumma ja'al amalana kullahu salihan waj'alhu liwajhika khalisan wa la taj'al li ahadin fihi shay'a. Amin ya rabbal alamin. So inshallah we are going to continue with our topic of harf of exception, illa. So little review. Whenever there is construction of illa, right? So that is called istisnaa, and there are going to be three elements in there, right? Can someone tell me what are the three members gonna be over there?
Teacher, कहना है?
Mm-hmm.
There are three elements: uslub istasnaa, first the medium tool adatul istasnaa, illa and its sisters; second al mustasna, which is present after illa; third al mustasna minhu, which is present before illa. Hazara al qawmul illa zaidan, al qawmu al mustasna minhu, illa harf istasna, zaidan al mustasna. तमाम स्टूडेंट हाजिर थे सिवाय जैद के.
Perfect. So basically we are going to have tool of istisna, adatul istisna, which is going to tell us that this is a construction. Then we need to look for that where is my al mustasna and where is my mustasna minhu. Al mustasna should be after the illa, right? And mustasna minhu, the thing that is being excluded, would be before it, right?
Yes.
Al mustasna is al mustasna is the one that is singled out, and from which it is singled out, that is mustasna minhu, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So and mustasna minhu would be before illa. Then we're gonna have illa, and after the illa we are going to have al mustasna.
Yeah.
Simple and easy. And when all these three ingredients are present over there, what kind of istasna it's gonna be?
Mustasna tam.
Mustasna tam, right? And mustasna nakis would be which member would be absent?
Mustasna minhu.
Exactly. Only mustasna minhu is going to be absent. Illa will be over there, right? And al mustasna would be there. These two ingredients will be there. Mustasna minhu would be absent. And when that happens, then it is istisna nakis. And then we also talk about masbat and manfi, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So what happened when sentence is we have all three ingredients. That means we have istasna tam, and then it is masbat. How our al mustasna should look like what should be the status of it?
Mansub.
Always
Mansub.
Always mansub, right? And then mustasna tam doesn't matter it is nakis or tam. Then we also talk about muttasil and munkata. What is muttasil and munkata?
Muttasil when the mustasna and mustasna minhu are like one group. And
Same
when
group,
the,
yeah.
yeah, and when the munqata is when the mustasna minhu is not part of mustasna. Al-mustasna is not a part of mustasna minhu.
Yeah, exactly. Then it is munkata when they are not the same group, right?
Yes.
And doesn't matter it is tam or nakis, munkata or muttasil, right? But if it is no, sorry, if it is tam, if all three ingredients are available, right, then doesn't matter it is not sorry, what I'm trying to say, what if it is
if it is muwajjib, positive.
no, okay, let me see.
See, you are trying to
मुनक़ता हो या फिर मुत्तस्ना या फिर
Yeah.
ताम हो या
Exactly, yeah.
ताम मस्बत और ताम मनफी.
स्टेटस के बारे में था उसका.
Yeah, this is what I'm gonna talk about, yeah.
Oh.
So tam masbat, meaning all three ingredients are available and the sentence is positive, right?
Yeah.
So when sentence is positive, meaning there is no harf of negation.
Right.
Like there is no la, there is no ma, there is no in, because if you guys remember, in plus illa, ma plus illa, right? We learn about them.
Yeah.
And then basically then it is going to be hasar, right? The same is harfu illa. Sorry, my mind is somewhere else today. So this illa basically then gonna be adatul hasar instead of adatul istisna, right? So tam masbat, we talk about that when mustasna gonna be mansoob when our sentence is tam and masbat, and we saw all these example over here, right? And then tam manfi, when it is tam but the sentence is manfi, then we have two options, right? What are the two options?
It would be either mansub or either badal.
Or badal.
Yes, either mansoob or
mansoob
the
or
badal.
badal.
And if it is badal, then it is going to follow
The role of the mustasna minhu.
yeah.
I'rab of the mustasna.
Yeah, exactly. So then it is going to follow the i'rab. Okay, so that was about tam manfi, and then come to nakis manfi. So now mustasna minhu is not present there, and on top of that sentence is manfi, right? Then what gonna happen? Very simple and easy way is that you are going to, for 1 minute, you are going to remove these ma and illa, and you are going to see what role it is playing. Now najaha Muhammadun, so basically we are going to make it positive sentence. So najaha mean he is successful. Muhammad passed, basically we can say, right? Muhammad passed or Muhammad becomes successful. So now over here the role of Muhammad is what?
Is the file like
This is fa'ilun.
file
Of najaha.
Mustasna.
Right? So now you see that ma najaha, even though illa is there, right? But this Muhammad is still having the role, whatever role it's supposed to have in the sentence,
Right.
without ma plus illa.
Without ma plus illa.
Is it making sense?
Yes.
So over here it's not illa, we are not gonna say illa Muhammadan,
no.
right?
Yeah.
Because ma plus illa came, and now this illa is basically playing the role of hasar over here.
Hasar. Yeah.
Basically we are saying no one succeeded but Muhammad, right? This is what we are saying here. So in that case, when we have nakis manfi, then according to the sentence, the role gonna be for al-mustasna. And we are not going to call al-mustasna in that case, because we over here illa we're gonna call is adatul hasr.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the job of illa as a istasna is terminated over here. Now it is playing the role of adatul hasr. Next one.
So Ustada,
Go ahead, Sajda.
so Ustada, what I'm understanding, like when there is, if I like ma plus illa, if I remove ma plus illa, Muhammadun is taking the marfu, like a role of the verb, right? So when taking the same role, whatever the role it should be in the verb, because illa is looks like all other sentence, illa making the mustasna in mansub status. So if illa, lost its capability to make the
because it is not playing the role of istisna over here
anymore, yeah,
It's
because
so
so it's not doing the mustasna, the mansub means like mustasna is
हम लोग इसे okay
whatever role with the
Sajida, we can say here that ma and illa is the same that we learn in the ism,
that's
no,
what
the negative sentence.
I'm going to say. So ma plus illa here is called like a meaning will be only. So here illa will not make anymore the mustasna as mansub.
exactly, we are not even going to call
Emphasis.
Muhammad as a mustasna,
So
right?
this time we can say only Muhammad success.
Yeah.
So that's
No
what we are
one
saying.
succeeded but Muhammad, right?
Yes.
Basically, this is what we are saying here.
Yeah,
Right?
उस्तादा एक
So
scenario इस तरह बोल सकते हैं ना उस्तादा कि जब when the three ingredients of the mustasna sentence we have the in sentence, then it is the mustasna rules. If it is a nakis with in or ma, it is similar that the ism sentence are fail jumle failure, and it follows the same rule that we learn in jumle ismiya or jumle failure.
It
And
should
it gives
be
the emphasis.
nakis first of all, and then it should be manfi as well.
Manfi, yeah,
If it
nakis
is
and manfi.
nakis and musbat, then yes, still we can call it harfu istasna.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Like
but
the last one, ma hadara mean is the, I don't think so
Nakis
here. I don't think so, but there ma hadara mean as the koi illa sadiqun. I don't think so, but over here we can say illa as hasr, right? Because here is mean as the koi is present, right?
okay, well, okay, let us come over here. Next one is lam akabila. Lam akabila illa abaka. I did not meet anyone but your father. Right? Now over here, we see that this sentence is negative. Right?
Yeah.
So, and then I see that this is lam plus illa. So all these ma plus illa, in plus illa, lam plus illa, right? All these are basically, we say nothing but something like that. So in that way, whenever we see that construction, so basically then it is playing the role of hasr. Right? Now over here, if I remove this lam, right? If I remove this lam and illa and make it a positive sentence, akabila, I met who?
Only your father.
Abaka. So abaka is what role it is playing over here?
Maf'ul bihi.
Maf'ul bihi. Maf'ul bihi of akabila. Right? So whatever sentence without these negative construction, it should be having, it gonna be, you're gonna see over there in that sentence. So lama kabila illa abaka. Yes.
ये अब हम लोग को ये इसलिए भी होता है क्योंकि हम यहाँ पर जोर दे रहे होते हैं एम्फोसिस के लिए. ये सेंटेंस मोहम्मद रसूलन भी चल जाता, लेकिन मा मोहम्मदन इल्ला रसूलन इसलिए कहा जा रहा है ताकि जोर देने के लिए.
Emphasis.
Yeah,
emphasis
exactly.
scale.
Because hasar is what? Exclusivity,
Exclusivity.
right? So
Yeah.
ma Muhammadun illa Rasulun. So the sentence is, if I remove this ma and illa, Muhammad Rasul. Muhammad is my mubtada, Rasulun is my khabar. Muhammad is a Rasul, right? This is the positive sentence. But now I want to say Muhammad is no one but a Rasul,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So now this illa is hasar over here,
Mhm.
right? So the and how I'm going to label it, I'm gonna say this ma nafiya,
Mhm.
right? Ma nafiya, Muhammadun is my mubtada, illa is adatul hasar, and Rasulun is the khabar, right? So I'm not
Yeah.
gonna look for any mustasna minhu and al mustasna. I don't need to.
Mhm.
Okay, now next sentence. Ma hadara minal asdiqai illa sidiqun. So no one present from my friends except one friend, right? So what's going on over here? So if I remove this ma plus illa, hadara minal asdiqai siddiqun.
Mm.
Hadara is fail madi, right? Minal asdiqai from my, so this is MBF,
MBA.
right? And siddiqun is what?
Maf'ul.
File.
Oh, no,
Why
sorry,
maf'ul?
file, sorry, file.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Siddiqun,
Also
right?
do.
Yeah.
So our friend was present from other friends, right? Among the other friends, one friend was present. So
Yeah.
this is over file over here.
Here I was a little confused because
Hmm.
here is minal asdiqai to me looks like mustasna minhu.
Why it is look like mustasna minhu?
Because I'm mentioning from other friend, right?
Minal asdiqai illa siddiqun.
But the,
But it is
yeah, like in
naqis.
Sadikun, its status is marfu, and
Yeah,
hadara
that's
is
yeah.
madi.
Minal asdiqai siddiqun.
Jar majroor.
Group is same,
So
but it is
because when
MBF.
yeah, so when we said like in the manfi in the or like if we compare it with the tam manfi in that we said okay agar to if the al mustasna is mansub, then you know it can either be mansub or the marfu, right? But if it is marfu, then it has to go back to the group, right? Or here the siddiqun is the what is it? It's marfu, and al asdiqai is the
Majroor.
Majroor.
majroor. It's
Because of the
majroor, so it cannot, because if it is a marfu, then it has to be badal. Over here it's not badal, so that's why it can only be hasr and not the
Yeah.
istisna.
So whenever simple and easy rule I'm going to remember is that whenever I see manfi sentence, right?
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna just label it as a adatul hasar. Because it's not going to be al mustasna
Exactly,
or
yes.
harfu istasna over there in that.
Yes.
And that is
Yes.
called istasna lil hasar, right? So
Yeah.
now this the job is different. It is for hasar now.
Yeah, even in the tam manfi, if it is used as a badal, we do not say it as harfu istisna, then we say hasar.
No, tam manfi, mustasna minhu will be present, right? With the tam.
No, I'm just saying like even over there, we are not saying because it's negative. As Ustada said, whenever you see a negative sentence, you use the illa as a hasar, not the
But for the
harf
naqis.
istisna.
But for the naqis.
Yeah, that's what Ustada I was
Yeah,
trying.
naqis, yeah,
It
exactly.
is a different category.
Ustada, that's what I was trying to say. I couldn't express my thought properly. In the harfu istasna, whenever it is harfu istasna, we can see it affect the ida of the mustasna. Like in the tam manfi, if I see illa zaidan, that means actually the zaidan is also talking about the presence, right? Zahid was not. Don't take to labu. Ma hadara zaidan, like ma hadara illa. It should be like a Zaid did not present too, right? But here I am not giving the Zaid as a marfu. I am giving it as a mansub because of why? Because of illa. Illa cross out its role. But when it is hasr, then illa does not affect the irab of the mustasna. Whatever irab should be, it stays. If it is maful, if it is maful.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say at the beginning.
Yeah.
May I say something?
Mm-hmm.
There's one way like we can differentiate between the hasr and whether it is hasr or whether it is like istisna. It's like if there's mustasna in who is present. Well, if it is manfi and mustasna in who is present and something is excluded from the group, then it is istasna, although it is manfi. Okay, but in naqis there's no mustasna minhu, so that thing is out. So then illa is playing the part of the hasar. Then we can say it is lil hasar, you know. But here tam manfi will still call the istisna, although it is tam manfi because of the mustasna. It is excluded. Basically, exclusion. Wherever there's an exclusion from the group, it is istisna. When there is no group, then it makes the life easy to say.
I was reading one of the article was saying like when it is exception, then that exception got excluded from the main group.
Exactly. So
then when it is hasr, then the mustasna, the one is exclusive. That person remove all other things from to the mustasna minhu. Ignore the mustasna minhu. Like there is no one but him, like that.
Yeah.
I think I remember that it should be a tam manfi rather than naqis manfi. That will be helpful. If manfi is coming in tam manfi rather than naqis manfi, then we can say it is more lil hasar. Here it is more of istisna.
Yeah, it makes more sense now, sister. Jazakumullah khairan.
Hello,
yeah, go ahead.
सिस्टर साजिदा जो बोल रहे थे वो क्या था कि इल्ला जब ताम मनफी में होगा या फिर ताम इल्ला ताम मस्बत या मनफी में होगा तो उसका इफेक्ट स्टेटस पे पड़ेगा, लेकिन जब नाकिस मनफी में होगा तो स्टेटस पे कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, कहना था
illa does not.
No. Illa in both cases, illa does not have anything with status.
No, illa has. Illa has. If you look at your tam manfi ma hadaratul labu illa zaidan, then it is mustasna.
Right.
Because
al mustasna is supposed to be mansub, right?
Mustasna is supposed to be
because of illa.
Yeah, because of illa.
Yeah.
Because this is the construction, right? Illa is adatu istasna, and then zaidan is al mustasna, right? So basically, because of that construction, zaidan is nasab over here, right?
Yeah, because here is basically that if I now if I forgot
then it is a simple ustada. Then it is a simple in a tam and in nakis manfi. Due to the three elements are not present in this illa and illa is not like that.
Yeah, exactly. So when there is no mustasna minhu, and mustasna minhu is missing, right?
Right.
And the sentence is negative, then basically it's gonna lose its job.
Right.
Yeah. Because of if the first sentence, if I wanted to say regular jumla failure, I can say like ma hadara zaidun. Zaidun was not present, right? So zaidun supposed to be like is the file of the hadara, but what happened? The illa is ignoring is the role, making it mansub.
Yeah. So whenever we are saying this zaidan over here, right, and we learn that our maful should be nasab in status,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
So we are
exactly.
not
Yeah.
thinking that this Zaidan is mafulun bihi over here.
Yeah,
That
we
is-
cannot say
That is
that.
Exactly.
not the
Yes.
case, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it is
Illa कहते हैं, हाँ.
because of the illa.
Because of the illa.
Exception. Yeah, exception में आ जाता है.
Yeah.
But now in
वही
this
था.
group we have a option of badal, like Zaidun.
Similar, उसी तरह ना जो के मफूल माहू के साथ हुआ था कि कोई दो शख्सों के बारे में बात करते हैं तो फिर वाव आ जाता है और वाव के बाद जो मंसूब आता है लेकिन वो मफूल भी ही नहीं है. इसी तरह
Yeah.
मुस्तस्ना वाला सेंटेंस होगा तो इल्ला के वजह से वो जो एक्सेप्शन वाला एक्सक्लूडेड होता है वो मंसूब हो जाता है.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
लेकिन नाकिस में क्या होता है, इसका इफेक्ट नहीं होता है. ये इसी तरह एक्सक्लूसिविटी कहता है.
Exactly. Yeah. उसका रोल चेंज हो गया यहाँ पे वो हसर.
हाँ.
Yeah, and Salma, you were saying badal. Badal is, in case of badal zaidun, actually we are keeping the tullabu together. In the
Right.
yeah, but in the difference is the nakis, nakis manfi, we don't have the mustasna minhu.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
that
the
is
main feature.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
group is excluded. So I mean,
Yeah.
nobody is excluded. Something like that.
Yeah.
यहाँ पर
Naqis manfi
exclusion
you
नहीं
wanna
होता है.
remember.
हाँ.
Naqis manfi, that's all, right?
Yeah.
नाकिस मनफी में एक्सक्लूशन नहीं होता है, उसी चीज के बारे में होता है लेकिन जोर दिया जा रहा होता है.
Yeah, exclusivity.
Yeah, exactly.
Exclusivity.
Okay, so
Since
now,
we have to remember the naqis manfi, like
yeah,
over
exactly.
there, it's just
One term.
simple and easy as Ustada.
So, can you just tell in brief everything together just once, please? I mean, so many people speaking, it's confusing now.
People were excited.
Okay, so let's review. We started from Aslubul Istasna, right? We know that there are going to be 3 ingredients when we are looking at construction, right? What are the 3 ingredients? We are going to have a tool of Istasna, right? Which is can be illa, and even it can be the other sisters of illa, right? Ghaira and Sawa and Ada, Khala, Hasha, right? These are also the sister of illa. So they can also create istisna. So we are going to have a tool, and before that tool, we are going to have al-mustasna minhu, and after that tool, after that illa, we are going to have al-mustasna, right? So these are the 3 ingredients. Then we learn that our istasna could be of 2 kinds, right? If all 3 ingredients are available in the sentence, then it is istasna tam. Otherwise, it is istasna naqis. And which part, which rukan is going to be missing? Al-mustasna min, right? Al-mustasna minhu would be absent, and that will make istisna naqis, right? Then we talk about, that is the example of istisna tam, everything is present, all 3 ingredients are present. Istisna naqis, we see that, okay, the mustasna, al-mustasna minhu is not here, right? So that is the example of istisna naqis. Then we saw that istisna tam, right? Only we are talking about tam over here when all 3 ingredients are available. Then this kind of sentence could be of, like we can categorize it into 2 things. One could be that istasna is muttasil. Istasna muttasil mean like mustasna minhu and al-mustasna, they are same group. We are talking about same group, then it will be istisna muttasil. Muttasil mean they are attached, and munkata, other is munkata, meaning that the al-mustasna minhu and al-mustasna, they are not same group, right? And we saw the example even in our last class. We say hadaratulabu illa zaidan, right? Now, students were present except Zaid. Is Zaid part of student? Tulab? Right.
Yes.
The student Zaid is also part of Tulab. So basically, so Tulab is my mustasna minhu and Zaidan is my mustasna, and they are same group. So that's why I'm gonna call it istisna muttasil. But in the next example, hadara tulabu illa ustazahum. So students were present except their asatza, their teachers. So now tulab and asatza are not same group. So that's why we're gonna call it istasna munkata. Then based on the sentence, istasna could be of two types. One is that istasna musbat and the other one is manfi, meaning that when our istasna construction is a positive sentence, right? In positive sentence, 100% our mustasna, al-mustasna, supposed to be mansoob. There is no any other opinion about it. So darasat talibul layla illa qalilan, right? So over here, illa is our adatu istasna, right? Qalilan is my al-mustasna, and we see that this is nasabin status, right? And then where is my al-mustasna minhu? Al-layla, right? The student studied at night, but a little bit. Like for a little while, they didn't study, otherwise they were basically studying the whole night. This is the concept over here. And we see that al-mustasna is mansoob over here. So whenever we have al-mustasna, this construction, our sentence is positive, then al-mustasna is supposed to be mansoob. Now, and we have all three ingredients. Now we see the negative sentence, yeah?
So tam, it has to be tam, right?
Yeah,
Mustasna, tam.
Yeah.
Okay.
So mustasna tam, and it doesn't matter it is masbat or manfi. Both cases we will see that our mustasna would be mansoob.
Got it.
So
Okay.
ma darasat talibul layla illa qalilan. Now you will see that how it is making a difference over here. Over here we are saying that students studied all night except a little while they slept or they rested. But over here, ma darasat talibul layla illa qalilan. Now there is different category of student over here, right? So they studied, but for a little while, right? So they didn't study a whole night like the other students. Over here, what do we see? Again, we have all three ingredients of, here. Qalilan is my al-mustasna, illa is my adatu istasna, and al-layl is my mustasna minhu. Right? All three ingredients, but the sentence is negative. Right? But still, al-mustasna is mansoob over here. Right? So now come over here. So we saw this example of tam, masbat, and tam manfi. So now when we have tam masbat, we have complete three ingredients and the sentence is positive, then mustasna is always going to be mansoob. But when we have tam manfi, meaning we have all three ingredients, but the sentence is manfi. We have any like adatu nafi over there, right? And adatu nafi could be ma, la, in, right? What else? Lam. So if we have negative, but we have all three ingredients available, then two choices gonna be over there. And we are talking about manfi sentence over here, right? So two choices are that either it's gonna be mansoob, same like we had over here, But the other choice is that it could be badal. So look at the sentence. Ma hadarat tullabu illa zaidan, or it could be zaidun. So ma, not, hadara, present, tullabu is the outside doer. So no students were present, illa, except zaidan. Right? So this zaidan is my al-mustasna, illa is my harfu istasna, and tullabu is the mustasna minhu. And what kind of is that munkata or muttasil?
That is muttasil.
Muttasil, because tullab and zaid same group. So this is muttasil. But in that case, when my sentence is tam but manfi, then I need to remember that sometimes I can see my mustasna as a badal, meaning whatever, like it is going to carry the role of mubdal minhu. Right? So I need to look at the mubdal minhu, and my mustasna basically can follow that status. Right? Over here is al-mustasna minhu is rafa, so that's why I'm saying zaidun over here.
So here we will translate it as Zaidun also as a mustasna, al-mustasna. Although
Yeah,
it
it
is
will be
marfu.
badal.
Yeah.
It will be badal then.
But we cannot say like it is a file of hadara or those kind of things.
No, not file of hadara.
Yeah, so it is still we are in the mustasna category. Yeah.
Yeah.
यहाँ पर exclude हो गया है ना कि
Yeah,
नहीं
exactly.
हाजिर हुए स्टूडेंट्स में से सिवाय जैद के.
So
Yeah.
So okay.
और यहाँ पर नेगेटिव होने की वजह से दो रोल्स में आ सकता है, या तो मंसूब या तो मरफू. मरफू होगा तो बदल, फिर अत्तुलाब का बदल.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will follow the same Arab depending on whatever it is.
लेकिन वो मुस्तस्ना ही होगा.
हाँ,
इस हाल
mustasna
में.
ही होगा.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is important, you know,
Yeah.
because
this is tam, right? All three
Tam, yeah.
are available.
So Ustada, uski the Arab will be both
We can
badal
say
and
mustasna.
mustasna.
Well, let's say if it is zaidun over here, right? Ma hadaratullabu illa zaidun, right? We can say this is al-mustasna, right? And then we can say that it is being the badal of tullab.
Okay, so it can get both Arab.
Yeah, but it will be one at a time. I mean, either mansub or badal.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. Then ma qabaltul asdiqa'a illa siddiqan. So I did not met asdiqa'a, friends, illa siddiqan. Right? So what's going on over here? Asdiqa is the over here maful of qabaltu. Right? This is maful bihi, right? Yeah. And then it is illa siddiqan. So now siddiqan, even though if we are saying badal, still it is going to follow nasab status, right?
Yeah.
Right? So in that case, in siddiqan could be the badal as well as al-mustasna.
Yeah, because the same.
Okay.
Ma hadaral ulama'u illa alimaini or alimani. Right? So alimaini as a al-mustasna, and alimani is playing the role of
badal
for
badal.
And what kind of badal it is? Badal kul, bad.
No, it is bad. It is bad, huh?
Bad.
No.
It is bad.
Bad.
Couple of them, you know.
Two, bad.
Yeah, some
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah, so it is bad.
Bad.
Some of them.
Even siddiqan is gonna be what kind of?
It also bad.
Same, because it's part of the article.
Yeah, because some of them, right? And this is one of them. So this is badal baad.
badal baad.
Okay, then ma hadara minal asdiqai ahadun. Right? Ahadun. Ahadun, what role is playing ahadun?
File of other, right?
File. Right? So ma hadara minal asdiqai ahadun illa siddiqun or siddiqa. Right? So that is basically again two roles.
Wow.
Okay, so that was it. And so basically what we need to remember is when our sentence is tam, right? Tam manfi, doesn't matter it is munkate or muttasil, right? We have two options. Al mustasna could be mansoob or it could be badal. And when it is tam masbat, right? Tam masbat, munkate or muttasil, do we have option?
No.
No, then we have it
No
nasab.
option, right?
No
So
option.
it is going to be 100%.
Nasab.
Yeah.
So I have a question.
Um,
Nakis, we can only have the manfi. It cannot, no, like all nakis, for example, is the manfi. Like tam, we have masbat and manfi. Nakis is only manfi? Always?
look like, yeah.
No, naqis also is divided into positive and negative, mujib and ghair mujib. We are talking about ghair mujib manfi. I mean, broad classification of positivity and negativity. Then it is istisna tam and istisna naqis. And the same way it will be the positive and negative for both. Istisna tam is the positive.
But I don't know if we have enough example in the Quran for that. Or
Yeah,
not.
that is.
The
Yeah,
masbat, nakis masbat, right? I couldn't see that. That's why
yeah, naqis masbat is different. Yeah.
Mostly I see hasar a lot in Quran Pak.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
As-
hasr is a lot, yeah.
So even when it is naqis manfi, we decided that illa is playing a role of hasar. So we can say we cannot say कि illa this is harf istisna in this situation. We can say lil hasar, right? Istisna
Yeah.
lil hasar.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's what it is, because still we are in naqis. We have illa and we have the mustasna, but we don't have mustasna minhu.
Hmm.
So in that
Okay.
way, I think.
We did that example last class, right? This one I think we did.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, we are done this.
Is it clear to
Ustada,
everyone?
हाँ
Yeah.
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह उस्ताद वो जो एक एग्जांपल था पहले के इसमें कि दरसा तालिबुन अल्लैली इल्ला कलीलन
Where was it?
Laila though. Huh.
इससे पीछे
दरस
Yeah,
हाँ
okay.
यहाँ पे
Hmm.
हाँ दरसा तालिबु अल्लैला इल्ला कलीलन इसका आपने बोला था कलीलन तर्जुमा तालिबन ने पढ़ा सारी रात मगर थोड़ी देर के लिए
Yeah,
थोड़ी
meaning
देर यानी रात
Actually
सारी
थोड़ी
नहीं
देर को एक्सक्लूड किया गया उसमें से, राइट?
हाँ
So what is your question?
मैं सोच रही हूँ कि सारे स्टूडेंट्स ने पढ़ा सारी रात सिवाय थोड़ों ने
नहीं, ये कौन से वाला आप मस्बत की बात कर रहे हो या
मस्बत की
हाँ, so यहाँ पे है दरसतुल्लाबु, so student studied, right? Layla all night basically, right? Illa except कलीलन a little while, so थोड़ी देर के लिए उन्होंने नहीं पढ़ा.
ये कलीलन मैं पूछ रही हूँ कि कलीलन हाँ मुस्तस्ना किसका है अल्लैल का है फिर तालिब का है
लैल का है.
Laila का है.
Lail ka hai, yeah. Although it looks like it is a group, at-talabu, but I think Laila is the focused, like.
Yeah.
No, they are
No, it's not a.
they
Yeah,
are
it's
talking
not-
about that how they studied all night. right?
Yeah.
So you are saying, oh, तुम कह रहे कि थोड़े students ने पढ़ा night में. No, it is going to the late. So
Yes.
student
ये
studies,
कैसे हम लोग रिकॉग्नाइज करेंगे कि एक्सक्लूशन स्टूडेंट्स का है फिर रात का है? क्योंकि हम लोगों ने जो पढ़ा है कि
students, हाँ,
मुस्तस्ना मिन्हु और मुस्तस्ना का स्टेटस नसब होता है, तो मैं इसी तरह सोच
She
रही
is
थी
trying to say accept a few student. That's what
हाँ,
she's
yeah,
trying to
yeah.
make.
yeah.
So Stada, didn't we say that the mustasna minhu will come right before illa?
No,
So over here it's al-layla,
No.
right before
no.
No,
Then
no.
in the previous examples, there is a min asdiqa illa sadiqun. Hadara min asdiqa illa sadiqun. In that example, mustasna minhu and illa is divided by the MBF, separated by that.
Yeah, no, mustasna minhu is not like
Always has to come
right,
before.
not right, but that's a good question. But
Yes,
how
he
we
was.
can
Yes.
say, okay, there is a talibu student.
But
No, but this is talib. This is one student.
yeah.
This
That's
is
what
one
it is. It's not
student. So,
tullabu. It's not
it is
tullabu.
tullabu.
हाँ अभी हाँ तालिब सिंगुलर है हाँ
Yeah, she was
exactly.
ये
making.
लास्ट
She was taking
Yeah.
lot of students. Tullabu
Yeah,
is
हाँ
just.
yes translation is yeah
Yeah. It's not
Tullab
like
is a plural.
Talib.
a student.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah. So
Only
Alhamdulillah.
one student.
Yeah, this is only one student. I was saying,
Talibu.
right? I think that was the confusion.
Tallabu and
हाँ
Yeah,
हाँ
yeah,
अभी समझ में आया।
talibu,
अभी
a
हाँ
student.
एक स्टूडेंट ने सारी रात पढ़ा सिवाय थोड़ी देर के लिए,
Yeah.
यहाँ पर
Yeah.
एक स्टूडेंट ने नहीं पढ़ा सारी रात सिवाय थोड़ी देर।
then this is not a group.
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह उस्तादा अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह।
Alhamdulillah. Okay.
He was making tullabu. They keep reading tullabu.
Yeah. Okay, so
Talibu.
we did all these example. Now, okay, we should be here.
Yeah.
And we have 7 minutes left.
Oh my God.
Okay, so that was the topic for today. Istasna mufarragh. Mufarragh from farigh, right? So basically, I just thought, okay, the job of istasna as a illa is terminated, right? So this is mufarragh mean mufarragh फारिग कर दिया उसको, जॉब से छुट्टी करवा दी उसकी, right? So what happened, basically sentences in negative and interrogative mode with no mention of generality, which is mustasna minhu. So mustasna minhu is missing and sentence is negative or even interrogative. In this case, noun after illa are declined according to the grammatical context. The same thing we were talking about, right? So according to the sentence of context of the sentence, we are going to give it a i'rab. In this construction, the exclusive mode, meaning al-mustasna, is used simply to restrict and limit the role of the sentence for the sake of emphasis, right? So we're gonna remember hasar, al-hasar, al-kasar, and takhsis, right? So these are the basically reason for this kind of illa. So fahal yuhlaku illal qawmul fasiqun, right? So fahal yuhlaku, so this is a question, hal is istifhamia over here, and yuhlaku, what kind of fail is it?
Majhul.
Mudarya majhul. Mudarya majhul.
Yeah, so what family?
Afala. Aslama.
Aslama family.
Yeah,
Aslama.
ahlaka yuhliku, right? It's supposed to be yuhliku, but it is yuhlaku, meaning this is majhul. So are they going to be destroyed? They are going to be destroyed illa except al-qawmul fasiqun. Right? So if we do not have illa over here, so al-qawmul fasiqun, what role it is playing?
Knife file.
Knife file.
Right?
Yeah.
It is a knife file for yuhlaku.
Yuhlaku. Yeah.
Right? So it is having the role after illa, right, which is supposed to be al-mustasna, but al-mustasna, the job is terminated, right? We have this is istifhamia sentence over here, and that's why whatever role should be in the sentence, it is taking that role. So al-qawmul fasikun is the knife file for yuhlaku.
So yes, Illa lost his functionality.
Yeah.
Illa lost its functionality to make the mustasna mansub.
Exclusivity.
Yeah, exclusivity. So
Yes.
hasar over here, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, then in next one, in yaquluna illa kadhiba.
Yeah.
So they are saying nothing but a lie.
They only say lie, or they only lie. Like that,
Yeah,
or they only
exactly.
say lie.
So kaziban is the mafulun bihi for yaquluna,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? So over here illa is as a adatu hasar.
Yes.
Illa bistum illa yawman, right? So in plus illa, again negative sentence. So labistum, they stayed, they remained. Sorry, you
Accepted it.
all remained.
Yeah.
You all remained yawman for a day. So yawman is zarf over here. This is MBF.
Yeah.
So we are not going to say, okay, yawman is al-mustasna over here. No, illa is adatu hasar over here. When we have adatu hasar, then we are not going to look for al-mustasna or al-mustasna minhu. Job is terminated. It is farig.
So does it trying to say if only negative and interrogative? No. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
And negative interrogative.
So negative and interrogative, and then the
And mustasna minhu
who is missing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nakis negative interrogative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Naqis, manfi.
Naqis, manfi, and or istifhamia, right?
Yeah.
So basically, we still have like illa, istisna, and then yaman, mustasna. Only mustasna minhu is missing biologically. But because of negativity, it is like playing a different role.
Now, like first one is not negativity. First one is the interrogative.
Interrogative.
First one,
Yeah.
it is, but it is considered as like.
So you like the one you said, like it's not nakis always has to be negative, manfi. It could be the first one is nakis, but it is interrogative.
Yeah. So we don't have in first one we don't have mustasna minhu.
No.
Right. In the second one we don't have mustasna minhu.
No.
In
Right.
third one we don't have mustasna.
We don't have mustasna minhu, right?
Right. So that yeah, and then we have negative and interrogative. So this is hasar.
Hasar.
Okay, and I put the whole ayah over here to see. So it says fasbir kama sabara ulul azmi minar rusul wala tastajil lahum. Right? So you show sabr and you need to be like ulul azm. Who were ulul azm? Some rasul, they are called ulul azm. Who were they?
Ibrahim alaihissalam, Isa alaihissalam, Musa alaihissalam, Ayub alaihissalam, और आप सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम.
Nuh alaihissalam,
Ibrahim alaihissalam,
Ibrahim alaihissalam,
Musa
Isa
alaihissalam,
and Musa. Yes, Isa and Musa. Right, these four. Yeah, and then Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Ulul azm. What does mean ulul azm?
Ulul azm means like very dedicated.
Oh, dedicated.
Determined. Determined. Determination, right? They didn't give up at all. Otherwise, like even though they face so many problems,
Mhm.
right? People
Mhm.
try to kill them, all that stuff, but they didn't give up.
Okay.
So they were very sabiri in a sense, you can say.
Mhm.
So ulul azmi min ar-rusuli wala tasta'jil lahum. So do not haste for them. Haste for them for what? For the punishment, right? So do not ask to punish them because they were giving a lot of problems, right? So, but still, they were told that do not ask for punishment for them. كأنهم يوم يرون ما يوعدون لم يلبسوا إلا ساعة من النهار بلاغ. So soon, كأنهم, they are going to see a day that they are being promised. لم يلبسوا إلا ساعة من نهار, and then they would think that okay, they remained in this dunya just for a sa'a, for a little while. So فهل يهلك إلا القوم الفاسقون. So shall any be destroyed except the fasikun one? Right? So this is basically a question, rhetorical question is being asked over here. Right? So they are fasik. So fasik deserve to be destroyed, basically.
So Ustada, hal can be used both a question and then the negative too, right?
Hal?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
No.
Fahal yuhlaku illa, because of illa, it is giving kind of negative meaning.
Yeah, because it can be used both ways.
Yeah.
ये उस्ताद यानी ये क्वेश्चनिंग भी होगा और ये क्या नहीं हलाक किए गए सिवाय कौम फासिक के, क्वेश्चनिंग भी है फिर वो भी है।
Yeah.
Yeah.
ऐसा
Meaning no one should be destroyed. No one deserving to be destroyed but the Qawmul Fasikun, right?
हाँ
Yes.
Basically what it is saying. So they deserve to be destroyed. Okay, so then what gonna happen? Sometimes we gonna see that the excluded could be sentence after illa. So excluded over here mean al-mustasna.
Mhm.
So al-mustasna could be a sentence after illa, which will be declined positionally. Again, according to the i'rab of the sentence, it is going to take the i'rab. So what role it is playing in the sentence? For example, Wama arsalna fi qaryatin min nabiyyin illa akhadna ahlaha bil ba'sai. So Wama, what kind of ma is that?
Manafia.
Ma nafia.
Nafia. Yeah.
Ma nafia has another name, which is called ma hijazia.
Yeah.
Ma hijazia, you might see in the Arab book, and basically over here is this ma, we know ma nafia do some job. Ma nafia has a job, right? Anyone remember what is the job of ma nafia?
One manafia we said with the mudariya that
If
has a
I say
doubtness.
huwa muslimun,
Yeah. Ma huwa muslimun. Musliman.
yes. Ma huwa,
Oh, that's like he's not
ma huwa
Muslim at
musliman.
all.
So this ma over here is ma nafia.
Yeah. Like
right?
he's not
And
Muslim at all. Like kind of giving you
so
emphasis.
musliman is the khabar of ma, basically.
Khabar
Yeah.
of huwa, yeah.
Khabar ma,
Yes,
khabar
yes.
ma. Yeah.
Khabar is becoming mansub.
Right?
So ma give khabar
And
mansub. Yeah.
even it could be ma huwa bi muslimin.
Yeah. This time at all. Yeah.
Right? Ma huwa bi muslimin. So still this is the khabar of ma, which is supposed to be mansoob.
Mm-hmm.
But this ba zaida comes This is called ba zaida.
Yeah.
And that is coming for emphasis.
Emphasis, yeah.
So ba zaida came and it is making khabar of ma, which is supposed to be mansoob, into majroor. And then we say some term over here.
Lafzan and lafzan it is
Ba zaida.
and
No,
Say,
she's saying like Labzan Mansub Mahlan Labzan
yes.
Masdur Mahlan Mansub, like that.
right, exactly. Yeah.
So, yes. So lafzan majroor,
Lafzan majroor.
mahlan mansoob.
Yeah, I
right.
learned from Salma. She
Okay,
loved to say
we
this
learned it
one.
long time ago, but
She
So
loved to say
majroor
this one.
lafzan.
Ustada,
Yeah.
एक मिनट माँ
Yeah.
हुआ मुस्लिमान जो आपने बताया वो वही है ना जो के मरफुआत में बताया था कि लैसा की तरह
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that's the one you taught. I think
Yeah.
Reshma was trying to mention me that ma plus ma make the khabar mansub, but if the
ism
illa
of ma
comes,
is marfu
yeah,
and khabar is mansub.
yeah, khabar
Mm.
mansub, and then if ma the illa came, then it what is called nullify the effect
Laysa.
of, yeah.
oh
Laysa.
yeah,
Yeah.
that will be a mu'mila.
Yes,
Make it
exactly.
Yeah,
mu'mila.
yeah. That's
When
what
it
she
doesn't
was.
do its job, then it's called ma ghair amila,
Yeah, right, Amila.
or muhmila.
Mu'mila, yeah.
Yeah, now I remember. Ma and la, there was two. You was teaching us.
Right? So these two terms we can remember.
There was another with the la, right?
Yeah,
Ma
exactly.
and la, yeah.
Yeah, la is even la nafiyatul lil jins, right?
Yeah,
It has its
that is
khabar,
la,
it
yeah.
has its ism,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so now over here, wama arsalna, but the point I was trying to make over here is when this ma nafiya is coming with fail,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Then it is basically ma ghair amila, because it is not going to have any ism or khabar in that case.
Mhm.
Okay. So now we see this ma. I'm not gonna say that arsalna is the khabar of ma,
Because of jumla
because when ma is coming with the fail, its job is terminated. It cannot do anything. So now it is ma ghair amila. Okay, it's not going to show any amal. Its chumantar is gone. Right? So wama, so this ma is ma nafiya, and then arsalna fail file, right? Fi qaryatin is what?
MBF.
MBF. Min nabiyin,
Another MBF.
right? It could be nabiyan, right?
Mm.
He did not send in any
And-
qarya nabiyan, right? It could be maful bihi.
Mhm.
But because of min, this min zaida over here,
Mhm.
right? Because of this min zaida, this is jar. So again, we can say majroor lafsan, but mansoob mahlan, because actually it is mafulun bihi.
Mhm.
Then illa came, and after illa we see jumla failure. Akhazna ahlaha bil ba'sai. Right? So akhazna, we seized ahlaha, its inhabitants, bil ba'sai, with the punishment. So over here, akhazna, this sentence after illa is basically a complete sentence, right?
Mhm.
And then we need to see what role it is playing. So basically, this is jumla haliya,
Hmm.
right? Hal of, either it could be hal of na. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking in his royalty, right? That we did not send on any nation, any nabi, but we took them, we seized them, bil basai, when they disobeyed these nabi.
Can we translate again? Also, I'm trying to think the hal. Can you translate one more time? I didn't say.
We did not send on any nation or any generation or any city, right? Min nabiyin, any nabi, right? But we seize their inhabitants with punishment, right? So we seize them is the hal of this now over here. Or even it could be the hal of Karyatin.
Karyatin, that's what I was thinking.
But Karyatin is supposed to be proper, because Zuhal or Sahib hal is supposed to be proper. But because of this illa, when we have this kind of construction, then it is allowed that Sahibul hal could be so that's why we can take it as a hal of Karyatin. I think it is too much. Everyone is sleeping now.
You know, it's not too much. We are trying to, because you taught us everything, right? Hal, all those things.
So एक बार repeat करेंगे कि
I'm trying to recall the hal and zuhal.
Actually, zuhal must be proper.
Proper, yeah.
And hal may be three: mufrid, jumla ismiya, or jumla fe'liya. If it is mufrid, then it's matches the number and gender. If it is a sentence, jumla ismiya, it will follow with waw haliya.
Yeah.
And if it is a jumla fe'liya, then it's in two cases. In mudariya, it comes besides the fail. If it's a maddi, then it comes along with the wakad.
No, in mudariya, same thing. Mudariya, same thing. The zuhal and hal has to be matched. But if it is failed, then we will easily spot it, because we will see hal with the qad.
Yeah, when we are going to see the status and all that stuff, when it is, the word is mufrid, right?
Mufrid word, yes.
But
all
when
those
it is the sentence, then basically we are going to ignore that, because it's not going to show us, right? So in that case over here, basically common sense gonna help us out. Now, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that we did not send on any nation or any city, any nabi, right? But we seized them. So what was the hal of this Qarya of the city when Nabi came and they disobeyed them? That we took them, we seized them, and we punished them. Right? So that is the hal of, even it could be the hal of Qarya, or it could be the hal of Nahnu over here. Right? So this is the basically sunnah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that he sent Nabi, right, with all these miracles to show the inhabitants, right? And they need to accept these signs, and if they are not accepting, then they are doomed, right?
Ustada, can you say it in a positive, like we did not destroy a the Qawm or something, except sending a prophet to them? Is not like that? Like without sending a prophet?
Where is Illa? Illa, where is Illa? Illa is not before Nabi. Illa is coming before Akhazna.
No, I'm just saying the literally meaning.
Huh?
I'm talking about literal meaning. Like, it's not like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that we didn't destroy any Qawm besides sending them a prophet who didn't preach them. Like the day of judgment, they cannot say, oh Allah, you didn't send anyone to us. Isn't that the same thing or maybe different? I don't know.
I'm not getting your question.
Like it says, like in the
Sajida, you are telling that exclusion may be for Nabi.
Nabi, yeah. That's
no. I'm talking about the literal meaning, like the day of judgment. That some people will say like, oh, we didn't have anyone prophet or like your Rasul.
Stick to this construction over here. What this ayah is saying. the sentence is saying, the ayah is saying, وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَا فِي قَرْيَةٍ مِّن نَبِيٍّ إِلَّا, right? So the exception is starting after illa. Illa akhazna ahlaha bil ba'sai. Right? So that could be basically the hal of either Nabi, either
Qaryat.
or Arsalna.
Oh no.
And Saibul Hal, we are saying it is Nakira because of illa over here. And then what the Rai is the basically Motufun Allah to bil ba'sai. Right? Or what the Rai, and akhazna ahlaha bil ba'sai what the Rai. Yeah. So this is Motufun Allah to bil ba'sai.
Yeah.
And then la'allahum yadurraun is basically giving talil. Right? Why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does that? Because he wants them to be humble. Hoping that they will fall humble. I think we can finish over here because I have next class as well. So now inshallah, you guys still lot to do. You guys give it a try. And inshallah, Zindagi Bakhair, if we stay alive after Ramadan. So inshallah, we can go through this.
The last page is very important. Practice one.
Yeah, it is.
But it will take a lot of time. I mean, this is pretty expensive.
वो सारे एग्जांपल इसी के हैं ना उस्ताद वक्फल मुस्तस्ना जुमलतन.
There's a lot of things there.
सारा यही है.
So that I was saying that the Surah Insan, Suratul Insan we did, you know, there was like wama tasha'una illa an yasha. Over there, the illa this is saying harfu hasr. That one in the Quran, hi Vaisa, wama tasha'una illa an yasha. Yeah.
Illa jo Allah chahta.
Yeah, that's the one. I think 29 or something.
Sister, this practice we will discuss after Ramadan.
Yeah, inshallah.
Yeah, that will be too much, but it is a lot of learning there.
Yeah.
Sentences.
Yeah, it is. It is important.
But I think it's ordered to put time because this illa sentence a lot.
Still, it is still recording, Stada. It is recording still.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, so we can end over here. Barakallahu li wa lakum fil Quranil Hakim wa nafa'ani wa iyyakum bi ayati wa zikril hakim. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta wa nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifuna wa salamun alal mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.